famous, number one desirable. I do what I want when I want and how I want it. Leave you with the one in the air, that's how I roll. I got tons of soul on my true collectible. Famous, also famous, number one desirable. I do what I want when I want and how I want it. Leave you with the one in the air, that's how I roll. I got change to throw, I don't care about no gold. Better, so much better, flipping incredible. Always on the show so they know that I still got it. And I never feel sorry, yeah, top of the world. Top of the world. Yeah, top of the world. Top of the world. Yeah, top of the world. Top of the world. Yeah, top of the world. Top of the world. Yeah, top of the world. When I hear him come like my fuse and then ba-bum. Later, see you later, I'm about to blow this up. You can sing or sing if you want, I know you want it. It's always kinda funny, yeah, cause you know I'm a superstar on the sky to lead you on. Haters gonna hate, it's a proof of how they love. They can bring me down, nah, nah, nah. Shh, they are jealous of me and my umbrella, yeah, they love me so. This is me, I'm so royal, and you all wanna be round. Yeah, you all wanna be round. Round a champion, a champion. Of the world, yeah, top of the world, yeah, top of the world, top of the world, yeah, top of the world, top of the world, yeah, top of the world.
Untamed Publishing has partnered with KD Creatives to present to you UP pre-made book covers. With over 200 covers to choose from, we're sure you'll find exactly what you need to fit your author needs. Just visit www.untamedpublishing.net.
And now, here is your host.
It's time for Hashtag Writer Wednesday with Crystal. Tips offering advice to aspiring new and seasoned authors about all aspects of the literary world. We are presented by Untamed Publishing. Allow us to help you unlock your unlimited writing potential. If you are an aspiring new or seasoned author, head over to www.untamedpublishing.net for a variety of services to assist you on your publishing journey. Today is September the 11th. So I'm just going to take a moment of silence for September the 11th. I remember September the 11th very vividly. I wasn't in New York where it affected them most, but being in the District of Columbia, it affected me, it affected my children, and affected a lot of families here as well. So I just want to take a quick moment of silence for September the 11th. Alrighty, so let's get started. Now, on this episode, I've never did this before, and I'm kind of excited to talk about it. And the only reason I'm really kind of excited to talk about it, because getting ready to publish, you want to make sure that you choose keywords for your books on Amazon KDP, okay? So choosing the correct keywords for your ebook and printed book is vital to its success. Book and author SEO are important to consider for your online book marketing strategy. When Amazon users search for books, the platform uses keywords to match relevant results to their search queries. Studies show that the top 3 to 4 search results, often determined by Amazon's best-selling ranking, are the ones that have the best chance of selling. So if you want your book to be discoverable by targeted readers, you need to choose the best Amazon KDP keywords to get the optimal results. So this episode is called How to Choose Amazon KDP Keywords for Books, specifically your book. Let's get started. Okay, so one note to begin. KDP stands for Kindle Direct Publishing, which is Amazon's platform for selling ebooks and printed books as an independent author. The information presented here is for your sales page on Amazon, whether you go direct through the platform or partner with a self-publishing company like BookBaby. Okay, so this article is from BookBaby, so you probably will hear BookBaby a lot. Okay, so now we have strategies for choosing effective keywords. So it's important to carefully research and choose your keywords to ensure they accurately reflect your book's content. But you also need to choose words that will be intuitive for your readers to search for. It's also important to monitor and update keywords periodically, especially if trends in the market change, as indicated by Google Trends, or if you release new works in different genres. So let's talk about keywords to avoid. Before you start researching keywords to use, you should first read Amazon's list of keywords to avoid, so you're not unintentionally harming your efforts. Okay? Manual Amazon keyword research techniques. So once you know which keywords to avoid, you can start researching which keywords to use. There are two methods: doing a manual search and using a keyword tool. So here is how to do a manual search to find keyword ideas. First, log out of your Amazon account so your past searches don't influence your current one. Next, you want to start typing keywords into the search bar. So if you have written a time travel romance, for example, try time travel romance. Author and Kindlepreneur Dave Chesson recommends you next start going through the alphabet to see what shows up. So, an example, time travel romance. When I do this time travel romance, audiobooks shows up. Then try time travel romance. Okay, so the same basically try time travel romance A. And so and when you do this, time travel romance audible books will show up, okay? Because you put that A. Then you want to try time travel romance B and then time travel romance C, etc. So you want to keep on going. You may be surprised by what shows up. W, for example, brings up time travel romance Western. If you have written a time travel Western romance, this may be an indication that you will want to use these keywords. So it's more on this, but I want to bring this up. Okay, so as a book blogger, but also being on the podcast, when we're looking for books that we want to read and discuss, or just read together, when we're looking for them, or when we're trying to put books on our Friday finds, we're actually using keywords of what we're looking for. And sometimes a lot of books come up in the Black indie authors, and sometimes they don't. But things when I put it in and I know I've read that book and it doesn't come up in that search, then I'm like, okay, they're not using those keywords. I don't know how many people do this, but for me, in my experience, I say use keywords because it helps on finding the book, your book. I cannot I cannot say how many times I have searched like Black romance, basketball. Yes, I do get a lot of books, but I know it's more out there than that. I cannot, so just, putting in, and then you can't even put in Black romance because then it'll give us books with Black covers. I literally have to put African American romance basketball, African American romance baseball. I have to be specific. So now putting in, checking to see what keywords you're using and what comes up definitely helps. Okay. So now let me go back to the manual Amazon keyword research techniques. I just had to say that because I literally do search for books by using keywords. Okay. Now, But while this method tells us which keywords are most frequently searched for, it doesn't tell us if customers are actually buying the books that show up when you do that search. Returning to our example of time travel romance western, I clicked on the first title that showed up and checked out its bestseller rankings. It's currently listed at number 494,350. So like I said, this is an article, this isn't me, which means it's not selling particularly well. That can mean one of two things. One, not many people are searching for that keyword, or two, people who did use that keyword didn't find what they were looking for. Either way, that may mean this isn't a relevant keyword you want to use. So basically what this is saying, don't use time travel romance western, because when they did put that in Amazon, 494,350 came up. Who you think gonna sit and go through all that? Because I know I'm not. I'm not going through 494,350 books. It's not going to happen. So basically, they saying if you go in and you see that many books that is ranked at that ranking, you shouldn't use the keyword. Don't use it. Okay. So keep doing this kind of search until you find keywords that are popular that also lead to books that sell. Definitely. Okay, so next I'm going to talk about using software to find KDP keywords. Ooh, let's go. So there are a lot of different tools you can use to help find Amazon keywords. Some of these tools, like Publisher Rocket, will show you the average number of pages that use each keyword, the number of competitors, the average price per product, the average monthly earnings, the estimated number of monthly Amazon searches, and how likely you are to get your book ranked. You can also try Chrome extensions like Also Bought's Downloader by Kindle Trend. Okay, so you definitely want to use software to find KDP keywords. Then you want to use long tail keywords effectively. So Amazon's algorithm currently favors long tail keywords as opposed to broad keywords. Science fiction would be an example of a broad keyword, whereas epic space adventure would be an example of a long tail keyword. So basically, you want to use, again, long tail keywords, which is epic space adventure versus science fiction. Science fiction can cover so much, but when they're saying epic space adventure, you're only looking for those epic space adventures. I like that. Okay, so long tail keywords will have fewer monthly searches, but your chances of landing in the top 3 spots in the search ranking will be much higher. So again, use long tail keywords effectively. Okay, I like that. So let me see. Okay, so next I'm going to talk about analyzing competitor keywords. So if you're using a tool like one of the ones I mentioned above, you can easily find out what keywords the best-selling books are using in your categories, which can help you decide if you want to compete against them or choose a different longer tail keyword instead. Okay, so I'm gonna read that again. So, because I feel like it did make sense to me, but I still want to read it again. It said, if you're using a tool like one of the ones I mentioned above, you can easily find out what keywords the best-selling books are using in your categories, which can help you decide if you want to compete against them or choose a different longer tail keyword instead. So do you want to use what these best-selling books are using to put you up there, or do you want to create something else? That's your choice. Okay, so I'm going to take a break, and when I come back, I'm going to finish talking to you about how to choose Amazon KDP keywords for books, specifically your book. Okay, we will be right back.
Don't that feel good, y'all? This one gonna feel good to you. Like this. Slip into a fuck 'em dress, heels to match, cup to breast, cocoa butter on my body, bet that ass will do the rest, body or behind my ear. I know where he like it at. Hair pinned up or let it hang. Really ain't decided yet. I see he opted for the butterscotch leather clogs, navy slacks and a button down dripping sauce. Smelling like a grown man should. Bought his paper and spreading love back to the hood. He know the way I'm feeling, him ain't leaving, no doubt. Best believe that he protecting me, ain't chasing for clout. Even though he stay up in it, tonight we going out. Show you how we do it down here in the South. He a country boy with a spontaneous life.
Hey, baby girl, grab that band for me. Let's ride, all right?
You ain't gotta tell me twice, I'll be out in the car. I'm cool with going to your cousin's house to play some cards. Or we can just drive till darkness rise. Cruising down I-20 till the sun come alive. Always giving me the truth, he ain't feed me lies. When he say he got my back, no, I'm closing my eyes. Cause it's all trust, and it's all lust. And we out here just fucking the world up. I'm his lady, that's my baby. And we roll with no ifs, buts, or maybes. Okay, maybe you don't.
Hey Untameables, this is author and poet Kiana Dene. I just wanted to send some love to Untamed in this Get Caught Up podcast with Writer Wednesdays. These tips are amazing. They are definitely very relevant in not only the author world, but the business world. And please follow and listen to this podcast and get your life together with branding, with promoting yourself, marketing, everything. All these Writer Wednesdays tips are the perfect jumpstart into making yourself promotable, making yourself marketable, and making yourself professional. So I'm sending you all love and ink. Have a great day.
All right, and I am back, and I am talking to you about how to choose Amazon KDP keywords for books. So before I took a commercial break, I gave you strategies for choosing effective keywords, keywords to avoid, well, I didn't give you the keywords, but I'm telling you to search first the keywords you should avoid, and that's on Amazon's list of keywords to avoid. Then I talked about manual Amazon keyword research techniques. And then I talked about user software to find KDP keywords, and then using long tail keywords effectively. So now I'm going to talk about, and I also talked about analyzing competitor keywords. Okay. So next we're going to talk about implementing keywords in your KDP listing. So, we did all of the other things. We didn't look for the words not to use, words to use, the competitors, long tail keywords. So now let's talk about how we're going to implement them. So hopefully you've got a head start on your keyword list. You get to use a maximum of 7. Now what? 7 keywords. That's going to bother me because I like to be even. I like even numbers. And 7, only 7. See, normally I'm going to not use 1 and have 6 because I like to have even numbers. But that's just me. That's me. Okay. So it's saying you have a maximum of 7. Now what? Okay. So use as many characters as you can. Amazon lets you use up to 50 characters, including spaces in your keywords. Studies have shown that you should do your best to use as many of those 50 characters as you can to optimize your listing. And because Amazon uses a Boolean search, it doesn't matter what order you put your keywords. So you can write down epic dragon comedy or dragon comedy epic or comedy epic or dragon comedy, etc. Okay, you can put it in any form and it's still going to find it for you. Now, you want to include keywords in your title. Okay, I'm going to say that again. Include keywords in your title. Obviously, this isn't always possible, but if you can fit 1 or 2 keywords into your title or subtitle, that will help Amazon's algorithm know your book belongs in that category. I like that. Guess where else you can include your keywords? In your description. So it's debatable whether or not Amazon's algorithm checks for keywords in book descriptions, but the reader will definitely be looking for them. So try to include keywords in your description. And then you want to update keywords for seasonal trends. So as I mentioned above, it's good to revisit your keywords every few months. Not only do trends change, but it's possible you can benefit from seasonal or holiday trends. Okay. I would say yes. So like if you're writing a Christmas story, going back and whatever the trend is for 2024 Christmas, put it in your book. There you go. You can write about it. Okay. Now, last but not least, the importance of the right keyword. KDP keywords are of paramount importance when it comes to making it possible for customers to find your book. Be sure to research your keywords, invest a keyword research tool, and put yourself into the shoes of your potential readers. What kind of things will they be looking for that will allow them to find your book? And remember, I said earlier, when I'm looking for books to read or what we want to put on the show, I'm looking for specific words. So you want to think about that. Okay. With a little research and time, you will greatly improve your book's Amazon search engine rankings. If you are still in the process of writing your book and are wondering how to best get your book onto Amazon and other online bookstores, be sure to check out Book Babies. Of course, the self-publishing packages. Okay, so I hope this information helped you a lot. Now, what I'm about to go do real quick is go to this list and this Amazon list of keywords to avoid. And I'm going to give you a few words that's on this list they're saying to avoid, because I was actually going to look after the show was finished. But let me just see. I can give you some now. Okay, so let's see. Keywords to avoid. To avoid. Information covered elsewhere in your book's metadata. So like the title, contributors, etc. Words already mentioned in your book categories, e.g. 19th century history, subjective claims about quality, best novel ever, time-sensitive statements, new, on sale, available now, information common to most items in the category, book. You want to avoid spelling errors. So those are just a few, but it's basically a whole list that you can use. Another thing that say that's a useful keyword types is setting, colonial America, character type, single dad, veteran, character roles, strong female lead, plot themes, coming of age, forgiveness. It's so funny because forgiveness would have been one of the words for me, because she's not just forgiven what happened to her, but forgiving herself. So forgiveness. Story tone. It's this dystopian feel good. So these are useful keyword types that you can use. Okay. So definitely check out again Amazon. And I'm going to say it again for you, the Amazon's list of keywords to avoid. Okay, so I hope this episode was really helpful for new authors. I mean, I know our old vets know, but you never know. It might have been something that I said that sparked something for you to go make changes, because I'm definitely going to go look. But I always want to say thank you for listening, and please check me out on Instagram at Books and Soul One. Please be sure to follow the Get Caught Up podcast on Instagram at Get Caught Up Podcast, on Facebook, in our Facebook group. Come and join us. It's the Get Caught Up Author Podcast. And also we're on TikTok at the Get Caught Up Author Podcast. If you would like to, and follow our YouTube page, the Get Caught Up Author Podcast as well. Yes. If you would like to become a sponsor, please visit anchor.fm/get caught up. Or if you like to give us a donation, you can send us a cash app at $, capital U, capital P, 2016. I just want to say we got some great interviews this month. I'm excited because the book of the month is from Miss Nicole Falls called Screwed. And we will also have our narrator of the month, which is Mr. Midnight Michael. Now, y'all know I should have looked this up before I started, so don't hold this to my heart, hold it to my head. But we will be doing those two narrations the last Tuesday and Wednesday of the month of September, and we are going live for both. Okay, so join us as we talk to Nicole Falls about Screwed, what's going on with her, what she's doing, and then Midnight Michael, like getting to know him. I'm excited because that man that came in and like took over by storm. I've listened to a few of his books that he narrated, and I'm like so excited to talk to him because I've been hearing the girlies talking about him, but now I see why y'all talking about him, okay? I see why. So, thank you again for listening and have a good night.